So we got a valuation from the bank at the beginning before we bought it of 1.18 million.
No, I don't like it. Oh, it moved.
Yeah, anyway, we're outside this property right now. This is a double whammy, and I'm going to explain why. But so, give us some stats on this. How much you buy it for initially?
Yeah, so we bought this for 340,000.
340,000. It's like a office block, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't a house, a street full of houses, and some nice houses around here actually. But it looks like, you know, some bit of a commercial area. But it was derelict, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was unused for a while. Yeah.
Unused, derelict. So work is happening right now as we speak. So what work is actually taking place?
So we are converting it to an 11 studio HMO.
Yeah.
So it's going to be at the minute it's in the rip out, right?
Yeah. 9 studios, 3 en suites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And we've been working on this for a while now. So like, what kind of hoops did you have to jump through to get this happening in the first place?
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
So we had, I mean, the whole purchase process was very long-winded, wasn't it? Because we had to get planning on it.
Yeah.
Isn't that normally why people quit, right?
Yeah.
You know, because people just say, oh, here's the bells and whistles and this is how it works. Yeah, but let's see if it's going to be worth it. Let's see if it's going to be worth it. So first of all, it's long-winded, couldn't get it over the line. You know, vendor obviously wanted to sell it and you were doing it, but like, so what were some of the objections and things that you came up against?
Yeah, so I mean, timescale was a big thing for the vendor. They were looking to sell it quick, which most people want to do anyway. We had the offer at the beginning because we needed to get planning on it. We were asking for sort of some time to allow us to get planning, but it wasn't necessarily what the vendor was looking for. So then we tried a few different routes of like different types of planning to just help that process speed up so we could buy it quicker, but that didn't happen. And we actually had the original planning refused on this one.
Yeah, and it was refused because of what?
It was refused because the local authority said that they needed more time to enter into an agreement with us about parking.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
But then we didn't get that agreement in the end anyway.
Yeah, so that's always interesting. So you managed to get it over the line. Are you putting any of your own money into this project?
No.
No.
Ace, that's what we like to hear. Not because it's not good to put your own money in it, but it's good to like be doing more, because this ain't the only deal you're doing, is it?
No.
Yeah, you just finished, how many have you finished already?
It's two completed.
Soon to be 3.
Yeah,
the last
soon to be
one's
3,
in
this
final.
one in build.
Soon to be 3, and you just finished one recently in the same city here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how do you raise the money for this?
So for this project, we had it from an existing investor who invested in one of our first projects for 1 year, and then so he invested 100k, and then at the end of that agreement he put in another 210k into investment with us. So yeah, that's what we put into this project.
So that's the private equity side, and then the rest you're getting from the bank, right?
Yeah, so 75% of the purchase price, and then the full build cost for the development.
That's insane, isn't it? Like they literally give you the whole build. But here's the clincher. Why do the bank give you all of that money? Because you're turning it into 11 studios, which is going to be worth what?
So we got a valuation from the bank at the beginning before we bought it of 1.18 million, which is what it's going to be worth at the end.
Yeah, oh, that is so great because now, for like, go watch the other videos about refinancing. This is what we're talking about right now, because then you're going to refinance, and when you pull all of that money out on the refinance, you'll be able to pay investors back, pay the original bank loan back. And have you worked out, like, is there going to be any money left over? Is there some money left in? Like, what's the situation?
Yeah, there's going to be some money left
in. Yeah.
Depends on whether we get 70% or 75% from the bank at the end. But it's going to cash flow quite big on this one, isn't it?
So about 10.5k gross per month.
Yeah, wow, 10k a month, that's 120k a year gross. And then that money will be used to pay off your mortgage on a monthly basis, pay for the bills, and provide some excellent accommodation in this area.
Yeah.
Hey, so we're going to go inside in a minute, but before we do that, like, just give us a little bit of background, because this deal nearly didn't happen, right? Yeah, so just give us a deal, how you did that, how we worked together, and how we actually made it happen in the end.
So this one's from the day that we came to view it originally, it was 1 year from that point until we actually completed the purchase.
Yeah.
And I think the offer was accepted in January 2022, the end of January, right? And from that point onwards, there was loads of negotiations. So even from the beginning on the purchase price, and we had a lot of coaching calls and coaching time on this, where we were working out basically what we could pay for it, but the vendor wasn't necessarily willing to wait for us to get planning. So then we looked at our worst case scenario, which ended up being less, but it meant less risk for the vendor. So they went with that option, and just due to the time and everything, how it all panned out, we ended up getting it for that price and getting the planning anyway. But so the risk paid off.
And then in the end, they actually wanted to charge us more because we got the planning accepted. So they thought that they should, for the purchase price, I mean. So then that was another thing that we used our kind of coaching calls and things like that to kind of get through that, which we did in the end. So that was amazing.
So it was a win-win either way. Like the right thing happened, and it worked for us, it worked for the vendor. And
that's important, doing the right thing for the right reason.
It's the only way.
So how much are you saving in that respect?
Was it 55k?
55,000.
55k, just taking a bit of risk, but that's that's the risk. But at the end of the day, if it would have happened where you didn't get planning, you would have turned it into what?
I think it was like 4 flats, something like that.
Yeah, four flats, which you'd have still made money on anyway. So it's just about anybody watching. It's just about calculating the different options and knowing what options you have, knowing what strategies you can go for. But at the end of the day, if you don't make a move and take the action, then you have nothing. It's raining, so let's go inside and show you around at what stage it's at and talk about what it's going to be turned into. So we're standing in what looks like it used to be a lounge with this beautiful stuff going on here. But now this is going to be a studio, right?
Yeah.
So just talk us through. You didn't actually plan all of this, did you? Like you didn't say, I want this many rooms. You actually.
Oh no.
This is the architect.
No, the architect done that.
So you went to the architect. So let's just walk through and tell us what each room's going to be.
Yeah, sure. So this one's going to be a studio room. I'm not exactly sure where the kitchenette's going to be. I think it's in this corner here. It's in this corner here.
Should I get a floor planner?
Can do.
Because I have no idea. I can't remember. Like, if I'm honest.
So what are you expecting to rent this room out for? 900, 950 in this area. That's insane. But also it is
massive as well.
It's right bang in the place where it needs to be, high location. I mean, you just followed the process to find the demand of the product, and now you're just going to deliver the supply that demand, service that demand.
And it's backed up by the valuer as well. So the valuer looked at the value of the end product based on the rental income.
Yeah. So this is all communal area,
Yeah,
and then it gets knocked through here into the extension.
Yeah, because we're going to be servicing, shared amenities for 11 people, although they're going to have their own amenities anyway, right?
Yeah, 9 of them are going to have kitchenettes in their rooms.
Yeah, so that reduces the amount of communal space that you have to provide according to the letter of the law. But still, this is a big old space for a lot of people to, enjoy and have their kind of communal meetups.
Yeah.
Let's go upstairs. Wow, another studio.
Yeah, another studio.
Massive open room, some professionals working here. Look how awesome they are. But what is cool and what you're seeing is there's different types of investors. There's investors who want to be hands-on, they like it, maybe some ex-builders. We've coached and trained loads of ex-builders, tradespeople who want to be in it. But then we've got people like John and Charlotte. I mean, you're in construction, right?
Yeah.
Real life creative construction. We partner on projects just like this one being done by Creative Construction, and some people, they want just a turnkey portfolio building product, which is what this is, right? You come in, everything gets done, keys get handed to you, and you start gathering and collecting the income. That is this room. Let's go and just check some of the other rooms out.
This is the cool one here. You got that whole kitchen area there. It's separate.
This one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. So this is when you come in here.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Yeah. So this is an absolute corker of a project. 8 rooms in this main house, 9 studios altogether.
Yeah.
And then 3 going in the extension.
En suites.
Yeah.
It does look like there's something up there, and we can go up there if you wear your seatbelt.
No, I don't like it. Oh, it moved. How do I get back down?
Come on, let's go.
How do I get back down?
So the interesting thing about this bit is we're going to literally take all of this out and then have a big old dormer here. But look how cool this feature is. Yeah, just to keep this original head height here, a lot of space down there for, you know, like this cool little corner to sit in.
The meditation corner. I don't like it. How do I get back there? Mindful living experiences.
You impressed with what you're seeing so far?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's amazing. It's even like more spacious than I thought it was now. The walls are down and like, you know, you can see through all the bits of timber. It's just massive. Really, really big. Yeah,
Like,
excited to see it done.
Seeing what the structure is going to be is really, really cool. I'm starting to see the vision of it. But yeah, this is the first time that we've seen it as well since the day that we purchased it. So yeah, it also feels really good, like you said, to have a team that we trust.
So, till next time, do the right thing for the right reason.
Because that's the only way to discover your true potential.
Potential. I was going to say potential.